to Good Day. We are outside in the Good Day Garden. Kaylee, you're joining me today. Thank you.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, so I was gone for a week for vacation, and I came back to learn some things about our garden. Some good, some not so great. So we have Zach Edwards with us again here from Black Diamond to talk us through what's happening in our garden. Zach, we've got some produce, some veggies that are ready to pull. That's not so bad, right?
Nope, I'm hungry. Let's eat.
So let's start over here. Look at these banana peppers. They look pretty good, right?
Oh yeah, those
wow.
are really good size before the 4th of July. Those are prize winning.
Okay, Kaylee, you want to pull some of those off there?
Do I just pull it?
Yeah, you can pull
I know
them.
nothing about gardening.
There you go. And here's a little basket. Look at they look great, right?
So good.
There's a couple of good sized ones, and then we have a couple of green bell peppers, and then look at the size of that guy.
Good one.
Woo! And then we've got some cucumbers too. So here, let's pull a couple of these cucumbers because we got to talk about something else that's going on with this cucumber plant too. But this is, what do you think? Is this one ready to go, Zach?
Yep, I think so.
Okay, I'm actually gonna clip this one.
Yep,
That
go
guy
right
in
in.
there.
It should come off pretty easy.
And this guy looks pretty good down here too, buried.
Yep, your first couple cucumbers, that's a really good one.
Look at that!
They'll start there down at the bottom. We are having our cucumber climb, so eventually I see some baby ones starting to grow here.
Yes.
So we're kind of weaving it through the trellis. But yeah, your first ones, you got to kind of find them. They're kind of hiding down there.
They hide down on the bottom.
Yep.
Okay, you'll notice, and I know you did, we had something get to our cucumbers, and we weren't exactly sure. We see a bunny over there. But do you think it was an animal or a bug or something? What happened here?
My guess is an insect, most likely a beetle. So it can be a little bit deceiving because a beetle can enough beetles can make enough bites to where it looked like a small rabbit might have come along. But
those little guys can do that damage.
Really?
Yep, they can. But you've got damage over here to what was on the trellis. I don't think a bunny got all that. So much more indicative of some type of an insect.
Of an insect. So what do we do about it?
So I've got a spray here that actually covers a lot of different issues, including the insects. But you also got a little bit of sign of disease. That's what mainly the browning is.
Yes.
So most problems go hand in hand. It's a little stressed from being eaten, it's a little stressed from the disease, and this is kind of the culmination of the two.
Okay.
But luckily a product like this is a natural product. It is neem oil, mainly for the insects.
Okay.
A little bit of sulfur for disease. So two non-toxic products to treat your vegetable garden with.
Okay, good.
So we're just gonna spray it down.
Do we need to like prune off some of this dead stuff, or is it okay? What should we do?
For the most part, it's okay.
Okay.
Certainly you can get to a point where you see enough yellowing and browning, and this is a good example of this leaf down here. It was already laying on the ground, which is why it looks like that. That's something that we could trim and pinch off.
Okay.
Just to make sure that disease doesn't spread, because that is one of the best ways to stop, preventative.
Cut it off. Okay.
Interesting.
And this stuff you sell obviously at Black Diamond. People can pop in. I imagine those are the type of issues we're having are the type of issues people are coming in with, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a very early start to the year, so that means a little bit longer of a window for all your problems, whether it be an animal, an insect, disease, plenty of opportunity for both. We're getting lots of rain, we're getting a lot of warm, muggy weather. So lots of products that we have. We've got our little garden pharmacy at all 3 of our locations that can,
Garden pharmacy.
for the most part, address any issue. So who's going to do the honors? We're just going to spray down the leaves.
Kaylee wants to do it.
How much do I have to spray?
You're just going to give them a spritz all over on the leaves.
Oh.
And
You tell me when
hopefully
to
this
stop.
brings this baby back to life. Because there is some healthy stuff on here too, but
Yeah, I
we don't
always
want
let
it to spread.
the plant tell me how it's feeling. It's got a lot of flowers. That's an encouraging sign.
Good.
If the plant were under too much stress, the last thing it would try to do would be flower.
Okay.
And the plant has to flower in order to fruit, and the fruit's why we're here.
Kaylee, you're doing
Can I
great.
keep going?
Yep, you're pretty good. Get a few up here on the
Up here?
trellis.
I wasn't sure. I didn't want to get you guys in a splash zone.
No,
Yeah, we will step out of the way. Great. So hopefully this guy will come back and we'll be back in business here. And we got 2 already, so that's good. And we got jalapenos. We'll pick those in a little bit. We got, as I said, the bell peppers. But I don't know. It was hot last week, wasn't it, Zach?
Yep, very hot.
So our tomato plants went nuts.
Wow.
Well, these are crazy. So are they okay the way that they are, or do we need to support them some more? Or what should we do here?
I mean, certainly other than just being ahead of schedule, again, you're seeing a lot of blooms and blossoms, which is what you want. The plant's holding the blossoms, which is sometimes a problem with tomato. If you see your flowers very prematurely dropping, there is a product that you can get for that, but you don't really have that issue right now. I mean, and you do have, you know, actual tomatoes already forming.
We do,
So
yeah.
really, you know, pretty much giving you the green light to keep doing what you're doing, which is getting rain and warm weather.
Okay. Now this one over here is kind of hanging off the side. I mean, is that okay?
It is. We kind of did that on purpose because of our space with these raised beds. You know, we've got two peppers that are kind of trying to fight out for their own space there, so I'd much rather have the tomatoes spilling over the side.
Okay.
I've got a couple different stakes here. You know, we can do some work to prop it up. Certainly the heavy rains and winds are probably the biggest threat, I would think, so far this summer.
Yeah.
If your plant hasn't already tilted, you know, we can fortify it to make sure it stays upright.
We had that issue earlier this week with this one, with the storm that we had. I think it was Tuesday, Kaylee, and it kind of toppled into our red bell pepper down there. So you've got a couple of stakes here. What do you think we should do?
So you're usually just going to try to feed it right down the middle.
Okay.
Oh.
Try not to hit anything on your way.
Yeah.
I've got kind of a taller one here because these are deeper beds.
Right, okay.
And then really what we're just going to use the stake's own length, probably push it down as far as I can get it to go firmly.
Okay.
And then we can use a lot of different ways to tie this off if we have to, tie the plant itself to this. And we're just kind of trying to fortify this tomato cage, which has only been able to, you know, get so far down the ground. And the plant obviously is sprawling at this point, which is a good problem to have.
Yeah, so would you like use string or something, or what would you use?
There's vinyl stretch tapes, there's twine, there's different things that are safe for the plant that won't hurt anything.
We've used pantyhose in the past.
That's a good DIY.
Interesting.
DIY, yeah. Okay, so you can do that. And while we're out here, I got to pull this bell pepper because I've been waiting for you, Zach, so you can see how big this guy is.
Oh, wow.
I had stuffed peppers this week. They were delicious.
Look at how great. This guy is huge. And then we've got another one. Here you go, Kaylee.
Thank you.
We've got another one here that's big as well. So, okay, so overall, how do you think we're doing?
I think you're doing great.
Awesome. Okay, well, thanks for coming out, giving us some tools here that we can keep things going, get our cucumbers back on track. So we'll catch up with you again next week, where I'm going to visit you.
Sounds good.
So we'll see what's going on there at Black Diamond. But in the meantime, send us your pictures. We want to see how your gardens are growing. We're going to go have a snack. You said you were hungry.
Yeah, I am.
Bite into like an apple.
Right?
Yeah, there you go.
Stay with us. We'll be back with some more Good Day right after this.